Hi. Look, I've got unexpected baby free time. My mom has been the primary one who gives me any sort of like time to myself without Thane, and she's been sick for like 4 days, like 5 months. No, it feels like that. It's funny, like just before she got sick, she gave me we stretched our 3-hour window into a 4-hour window, and I was like, that was really nice. And then she got sick for like 4 friggin' days, or 5 days, or whatever. I'm afraid to guess how many days because it honestly just feels like so long since I had a moment to myself. And I mean, I don't think it would even be that big of a deal if I didn't have anything that I wanted to get done. I was gonna say if I wasn't working on this course and needed to get started on the course, but the fact of the matter is that I am human and I do have things to do, and I have a brain that kind of requires me to focus now and then on like my own thoughts, which is really impossible with a toddler. So Thane had gotten so, I mean, he's used to going over there like every single day, and since she's been so sick that she like can't even get up out of bed, we've been staying away so that he's not like screaming for her to come play with him and so on, and wearing her out. And so I finally broke down and like I had to bring the trash, because we don't pay for a trash pickup at my house because their house is like a minute away. Like this is literally the drive. I'm almost back to my house. So I have to drop off my trash at their house in their trash cans, and I needed balsamic vinegar really badly so that I could make my salads. So I finally broke down and took him over there, and she actually just came out from a shower and said she was just going to call us and let me know that she was feeling a little bit better. She's not feeling great, but if she had enough energy, she missed him, and if I wanted to bring him over for like an hour. So since we were there, and I got to help her out, like she orders like the pre-made meals. I think purple carrot is what it's called, because it's like vegetarian or vegan or whatever. So she had a big box on the porch, and so I brought that in and put the food in the fridge for her. And I took the dog out for a walk because Thane wanted to go play, and then, well, honestly, Thane took the dog out for a walk because I was fine to walk without the dog. And Thane was going woof, 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 and crying and wanted to go back and get the dog, which took me a minute to figure out what it was he was upset about. Anyway, so he brought the dog out and dog poop and stuff, so now she doesn't have to like go out for a walk. And so she said that I could just go, and like part of me is like sweet, and the other part of me is like I kind of want to save this for a time when I'm like prepared to use it and I'm ready to work on the course, because right now I just have like an insane amount of laundry sitting out that I was like already working on with him there, playing all around me. And I wish that, I mean, like I kind of need to focus on putting all that laundry away, right? And I could be doing that with Thane, and I could be saving the time that she's watching him, as if that worked that way. Like it's not cash in my wallet, you know, like her playing with him is not something that I can like hoard. Like just because she doesn't watch him for an hour today doesn't mean she can watch him for longer tomorrow, etc. All of that to explain that I'm just a little lost as to what it is that I should do with my time. But it's getting late because we took a late nap, and I need to be able to upload my vlog and then post it, which takes forever every day. And so I figured I should record one. And it's funny, I feel self-conscious when I'm rambling. And I keep thinking of this recent video that I had watched by Tony Robbins. Let me take this out. Look. Booyah! The only good balsamic vinegar in the entire world, because once you have this stuff, it's like candy, and you never ever want any other kind of balsamic vinegar. Anybody who has had the Kirkland Signature Costco brand balsamic vinegar knows what I'm talking about. Knows that this is where it's at, because this is where it's at. It's so good. Literally from now on, anytime, I mean, from like years ago when I tried it for the first time, after that, anytime I tried any other balsamic vinegar, it just tastes like vinegar. It doesn't taste like balsamic vinegar, because balsamic vinegar tastes like this, and it's so good. Yes. Anyway, I love selling people on really good things. I should really ask for commissions more often. So back to Tony Robbins. He does this, it's like in one of his relationship ones where he's working with a man and a woman, and he talks about the differences between men and women, and he talks about the Meadow Report. And he says that women specifically have to go out into the wilderness and, you know, create like a mental map. We have to know where the good berries are, and, you know, when they're going to be eaten before we get there, and we have to know all of the different stuff. And then, you know, anybody that's in our inner circle that we want to survive, we're going to tell them detailed information about it. So like, I'm going to go back home and tell all of the other women this detailed, very detailed report. Like, I was walking, and then when I saw that tree, then I turned left and, you know, walked for 10 more paces, and then I turned right and it was over there, you know, all of this detail, and like, watch out for the nettle and watch out for the poison ivy. And, you know, so you're giving all of this information to somebody, and the other women are like taking notes, like, okay, well, there's a place that I can go to get food for my family, and these are like the hazards that are in the way, and these are the times that I can go. So you're delivering all this information. And he talks about how different that is from like how men are designed to go and like just hunt and kill something. They have to go out and like figure out where it is, and, you know, like figure out on their feet like how to capture it. And it's all pretty self-explanatory, like which end of the animal will kill them, which ones have teeth. They don't really have to go home and be like, okay, you know, so these are the animals I encountered today, and these are all the hazards of them. This is where they can be found. And like, they don't, you know, give the report, the Meadow Report. And they don't really have like the desire, the capacity. I don't know what the exact, I mean, obviously these are all, I hope I don't have to use like a bunch of disclaimers. This is all like generalizations, but it's why women have the proclivity to give these long stories about like every single thing in their day, and then why men like don't understand why a woman is talking to him so much about everything, and like what is it that he's supposed to do about it. Because he's more designed to like go and kill things, and doesn't really need like the step-by-step map and guide. And but he also talks about how, you know, he asks like, okay, ladies, you know, if you go up to your friend and she's been to a party, and you are like, hey, how did your party go? And she's like, it was fine. And then you're like, cool, well, did you see so-and-so there? She was like, yeah. You're like, how did that go? She was like, oh, that's good. Like, do you trust that woman? Like, do you trust her? Do you, like, no, you don't, because she's not telling you the Meadow Report. She's not giving you all of the information. She's not giving you the information that you need to protect your family. Like, it is something that women do. We tell all of the details. That's what we do. We, you know, string these long stories together explaining what we encountered and what happened, and the emotions and the experiences and the goods and the bads and all of the stuff. Like, that's what we're designed to remember, and then to, you know, we're driven, like internally driven to tell it. And so I feel less self-conscious, because what he was saying with like, do you trust that woman, is like, you know, it's something that we get mixed up with men. We come home, you know, to our male counterpart and say, oh, this is all the stuff that happened today, and this is blah, 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 and we go on, and they just are like, and then we're like, what happened in your day? And they're like, that's fine. And like, to us on a level, it's registering that like, he's not giving me the Meadow Report, you know, like, what is he hiding? Should I trust him? Am I going to be in danger? Why is he not giving me all of the information, right? And so it's just something to like be aware of, you know, because like it's appropriate with your female counterparts and not with your male counterparts. And obviously those are generalizations, and there are exceptions to every rule and all of that stuff. But if you're in that kind of situation and it fits in, it's kind of nice to be like, oh, that makes sense. So I find myself doing a vlog, and I'm like, literally all I am doing is like just gossiping about my day, like just talking about stuff, just rambling. And then I realized like, oh, I'm giving other women the Meadow Report, and that's actually something that makes them like trust me, because that's what women exchange to build trust. And I it's not like I'm like wanting a bunch of men to watch my vlogs. I'm really not, because that comes with a lot of unnecessary, I mean, like, penises in your inbox. We all know that that's what happens, right? That's what comes with a bunch of men watching your vlogs. Anyway, Meadow Report. You don't really want men watching your vlogs because that's how you get penises in your inbox, right? I just had to go there. I can't help it. I'm not looking forward to that part because I've done such a good job of like pruning everybody who watches me, and I've already received a phone call from someone who just wanted to talk about his penis, I guess. And that is how I figured out that Instagram just puts your personal information out there and doesn't even ask. So like when they asked me for my contact information, I thought it was for the fact that like Instagram wanted to be able to contact me. But no, it was because they wanted men who wanted to talk about their penises to be able to hit call and call me. That's why. Lesson learned. Now I can't figure out if I've taken it down or not, because people who do have my phone number are still seeing it. So I don't know if that's because there are already contacts or because my phone number is still up there for all of the men who want to call me and tell me about their penises. Why is this the world? Women want to talk about, like, we want to talk about all of the really mundane details of our day. Like I just explained to you that my mom's dog pooped, and men want to talk about their penises. Yeah. Luckily not all men and not all women, you know, but I don't really trust a bitch who doesn't tell me all about her day. I mean, that's friendship, right? If you don't know when your mom's dog pooped on your friend's watch, is she really a friend? Is she? You also know about the balsamic vinegar that I like and how disoriented I am by suddenly having child free time. I mean, you just have learned so much vital information. I think I'm gonna let this end here with penises, poop, and balsamic vinegar. That should just be like, I'm just gonna be like vlog number 7, in which we discuss penises, poop, and balsamic vinegar. This is what you get when you let me off the leash. All right, I'm really gonna. This one's getting long. That's enough for now. See you soon.